Hi, welcome to Guitar Emerge YouTube channel. We are continuing on our Lick of the Day series. For today's lesson, we are doing a lick based on different melodic sequences. And this is how it sounds like. Alright, so in this melodic sequential lick that you've just heard, okay, it is a lick that's made up of three big sequences or three big patterns. Right, so each sequence has a few groups. I'll go into it one by one. Alright, so sequence number 1, we start with this group. So this is group 1 of sequence 1. Okay, we start with the 10th fret of the 5th string. Then we move on to the 12th fret of the 5th string. Okay, then we go down to the 9th fret of the 4th string. And we end on the 10th fret of the 4th string. Okay, so in total, group number 1 will look like this. Right, and then now we move on to group number 2. So group number 2, we continue with the same sequence, but we're starting on a different note. This time we are starting from the 12th fret of the 5th string. Then we go down to the 4th string, starting from fret number 9. Fret number 10. And then ending on fret number 12. Okay, so group 2 in total. Okay, so group number 1 and group number 2, when we put them together, it'll sound like this. Right, so group 1 and 2. Now we go on to the last group of this sequence. So group number 3. Group number 3, we start with here, okay, on the 9th fret of the 4th string. Okay, 10th fret of the same string, 12th fret still on the same string, and then now we go down to fret number 9 of the 3rd string. Alright, so group number 3. Okay, so now in total, group 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's sequence number 1. Now we move on to sequence number 2, which is a little bit different from the first one. Right, might be a little bit confusing, but you get used to it. Okay, so in sequence number 2, now we start from the 3rd string. Okay, the 10th fret of the 3rd string. And then we move back to the 4th string, 12th fret. Then now we move down again, back to the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And then we end on the same note that we have started, 10th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so group 1 of sequence number 2 will look like this. Right? Okay, so now group 2 of sequence number 2. Okay, which is here. So now we are starting on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. In this group, everything is played on the 3rd string. So we are starting on 12th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, we move back down to 9th fret, to the 10th fret. And then again, we end with the same note that we have started, 12th fret of the 3rd string. Right, so group number 2. Okay, so group 3. Group 3 is a little bit different. It's a variant of this pattern. Right, so group 3, because of the nature of the strings, right, on the second string, the notes on the second string, so we're changing the sequence a little bit. Right, so we are starting on the 2nd string now, on the 10th fret. And then we are moving back to the 3rd string, 12th fret. Okay, back down again to the same note that we have started, 10th fret of the 2nd string. And then we end on 12th fret of the 2nd string. Yeah, so this sequence is a little bit different. The entire thing looks like this. So that's group number 3. Right, so group 1, 2, and 3 of this sequence will look like this. Okay, so the last group in this sequence, we are starting on the 2nd string, on the 13th fret. Okay, so again, everything in this group is played on the 2nd string. Okay, so 13th fret. And then we move down to the 10th fret. And then to the 12th fret. And then we end on the 13th fret. Okay, so group number 4. Okay, so the entire sequence 2 will now look like this. Okay, then we have now come to the last sequence in this lick. Okay, this is the hardest part of the lick already. So in this last sequence, we are squeezing 8 notes into a count, into one crochet count. Right, so this we are starting on the 13th fret, on the 10th fret of the first string. Right, and we are going 10. Okay, 12th fret on the same string. Okay, and then 13th fret of the same string. Going back down to the 12th fret of the same string, then back again to the 10th fret. Okay, in this group of 6 notes so far, 5 notes. Yeah, 5 notes so far, we are using legatos. So we are hammering on and pulling off. We are only picking on the first note. Alright, I'll do again. Okay, so once this is done, then we move on to the second string. So second string, we are moving on to the 13th fret. And then we go down to the 12th fret, ending on the 10th fret. All this on the second string. So similarly, we are pulling off. Okay, and then this whole lick ends on a chord. So this is a Z chord that we are ending on. So sequence number 3 in total and slow looks like this. Right, so that's sequence number 3. So we are going to put all of them together. Right, so sequence 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now slightly faster. Okay, now even faster. Alright, so we hope that you enjoyed this tutorial on melodic sequences. So do try it over backing tracks in C major. Right, and we hope also that it has helped you to come up with different sequences that you can do on your guitar. You can do different kind of sequences, short ones, you put them together, it becomes a new lick. Right, so if you have enjoyed this whole tutorial, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and drop us a comment, alright, to encourage us, or things that you want to know more, you want to learn more about. Alright, and we'll see you real soon.